All right. Backtesting. Looking for market structure. 15 bullish. Hourly bullish right now. Rogue structure. We would see a dip coming in, which is what we're seeing right here. We see the bottom of this, which coincides 659 to in here, around here. This, so we're looking for a sweep to then come in here. Ideally, a sweep of this, show structure where it's here, and then start to come back up here. You can see here to here, Lux Algo, DTFX, practicing, symbolizing rules, sweep. So just type in my rules. To trade is with bias in a zone with a sweep. That's our thing. So see right here, we had a little jump right here. Had this one come up. Obviously, I'd look to go up if this was going to be, but 5 minute here, 5 minutes. Sorry, no, 5 minutes here. This is a new 5 minute candle. I think. Pretty sure this is a new one. Where are we at? This one. Okay. This indicator helps me see candles. What is this? 670, 75. Okay, so this did go lower. Again, I can see the zone. I really wanted a sweep of here. Banana cream. This could go up without me, like I said. Let's do that. I like going off the 5 minute a lot, seeing that. Still at the point where the 15 minute hour kind of gives me context and directions. Yeah, you see it here. 5 minute closure below. I'm not sure what that is. Can come down here. Again, we also have an area here. Come with this area too. So on the 5, there's no, this is structure. Okay. Now, remember I wanted, so we have this closure below. Low here is 678. Closure is 670.75. $670.75. Okay, so they go down. We see this can go up. This could wick right here. Wick this. Now we can see this go down to give us maybe a wick here. If this wicks and then wicks here, then definitely I'll take that. But again, this could just fly up. It didn't exactly hit the 1-to-1 like we were thinking. But yeah, there's that wick. If we see a wick here closure, again, this could take us to maybe wick this whole thing. If we continue this bullish to 15, I would expect it either bounces here, but we have this would be like the low that I'd be more interested in if it's 15 taking over. So we will see. So we're doing 10 points, 10-point trade lab. Taking 10 points, mastering 10 points. Obviously, we're still a negative RR, but that's why we're doing this. We're working on refinement, executing, getting really good with that. There's that. Sweep, I thought it'd be here. This is a closure here, sweep here, sweep here. We could see this now, sweep this candle to go up. Like I said, we still have this area, or this could kind of go down and give us that sweep down here like we were thinking. Check this indicator. Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to work. We won 5. Yeah, seemed like that. So that's interesting. The 5 swept. So I would think, unfortunately, it's like right here. You have this little zone right here, which it did tap into, it looks like. Yeah, it tapped in. So now we can see the 5-minute come up to here, the top of this line, give here, and give us this end shoe. Because this is down, we also have this area where it can then come up to here and then back down. Let's see. So right now the sweep is pretty good. Get a sweep of this comes, you would want a closure below. You don't want it doing that. So you want in 16 seconds this to close below if it's going to continue. Right now may not get the sweep that I would like. But that's why we're doing it. But if you look on the 15, you're kind of getting that. Well, let's see. That didn't close above either, so this might just be a little range environment on the 1. Could be accumulation before distribution down. Obviously, this time frame we're bullish, but overall bearish. I see this on the hourly, this point of interest that we've already tapped into, and we've wicked it. So generally my train of thought is, what did this wick? What did this put in? This low. So then on the hourly time frame, higher time frame, we could now start to see a back down to this low here, depending on what this hourly does here. But we'll see. Now, what I'm going to do, we're going to do a 5-to-1 or 5-2, whatever, 2.5, whatever. Just going to work on Apex. Like I said, we're working on our, just capturing 10 points and eventually getting that 1-to-1. So that'll be good. Now, I don't like this stuff. We have a closure above. What's this right here? We have low 67150. And this is low 671. So 2 ticks. 2 ticks. Right here, the little smiley face, whatever that is. Like I said, we're seeing this high. We want this high broke, and we want that high. But 15-minute, oh, this is an hourly right here. 15-minute does not have a sweep. So we will wait. Shows me a little bit more. Now, if this sweeps again, what I don't like is obviously here. What did this low, what did this high put in? Put in this low. So now, so we're close. Here's that sweep. This is the sweep we're wanting. So here's this. We want to sweep and then we want to push up. We don't want to sit in here. We want to sweep and then push up. Is it going to do it? 65825. This is double. I'd like to get a sweep. Like I said with here, if we are stuck in a higher time frame like the 15 minute could just, because there is another, it's going to close here in a little bit. We'll see. Maybe we get the next one coming, open up if it closes within, maybe comes back down, and then we can take it up. But as of right now, remember, because this wicked here, what we don't want to see is a closure. So we don't get that closure. You do get a new 5.
Excuse me, Daddy.
Hmm.
Mommy said if it's okay with you, I can do the iPad.
Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt you.
That, I want it to go up. It's not giving me what I want. Okay, there's an internal sweep. But that internal sweep came from this high. So if this can't close above it convincingly, and then, you know, it said it's not the sweep I want. But I mean, we are in an accumulation zone. It gave us a little bit in terms of this zone, a 1-to-1 in this zone. But I want this zone to hit below the stops and just, if I'm going to play up to here. That's what I want. Right now, we're getting bearish activity. So is there, I'm looking at on the hourly here. So then all of a sudden I have really, guys? Let's just delete that. Could be getting an hourly sweep, which is down here. Oh, missed it. I was playing around and missed it. Look at that. Got that sweep. See what this candle does. This candle should just take off. So right here, yeah, this should come all the way up here, fail. Let's see if I can get a closure. Oh, it's 30 seconds. I might miss that. So sweep. We don't want it flirting with these highs. We wanted to take it and go. Like I said, this is where bottom of this, I could see some stoppages. I'm really looking, but for all the 1-to-1s, here's 50 points. Yeah, I missed it drawing that line. Taking 10 points right there, 57 to 67. There we go. I mean, you see that's 20 points right there. So 10 points is all you need. Got into it because that did close above that internal. I see it expecting a wick, expecting to get 10 points. But like I said, I am expecting this to kind of come up. This stop really should be here below this zone as it can cam and hit all these. Might take a loser on this, but I'm thinking that did fail. Well, might be a little loss. Might be a loss. Hoping for the 15 here. We'll see. I thought I'd get more follow through on that. Yeah, I don't like that closure there. See what this does here. 5 does close. Oh, 5 does close. I should have waited. 1 minute's tough a little bit. Because I look at it, I'm like, oh, I'll be good. But then you look at the 5 and you're like, look at that. It's not even there. We'll see. We can get a nice little bump up to here. Great. If not, we will see. Obviously, right now, not too good. Like I said, 3 Marcos first trade. We're not really there. Might have to close it early. I'm not sure. Don't like the half hours closing in 5 minutes. There's the 5 minute there. Yeah. We'll see what happens here. This is one of those, like, do we play the zone? We have the sweeps that we want. Is this an extra sweep? I've seen it happen. We'll see. But I am trusting market structure that here, boom, 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 boom. Like I am trusting on that. So not the best entry. Kind of going against the model of 10 points there. Should, as soon as I got that, should have just been boom, 10 points. And honestly, man, I would have been in the money already. Going to 10 points, I like this. Need a closer above here. I'm excited. Otherwise, we could come down. I'm going to see these. So from the val, I mean, you could have it right here and up to down. Don't like that. Ooh, excuse me. Now, from a structure standpoint, we need to get above this high, and then we can be off to the races here. I'm going to move this up, not saying it's going to go there, but if it does decide to jump, it could give me a big jump, but I don't know. Right now, we're on an hourly. This is an hourly. This is your 15. 15's got 3 minutes. So we could see a little finagling in this zone. Next 15 can go up and then take it down if it's going to do that. The hourly closes in 30 minutes. So we have 2 more 15s. Now, what we want to see, again, I know we have 3 minutes for this. What we don't want to see is just an absolute here. We wanted to respect this on the, so this is like a 5 minute, I'm assuming. But this really, this is probably where, you know what might happen? I'm probably going to get wicked out down here. And then it jump up to give me back what I want. So in essence, this right here probably is going to get wicked. I don't like that. 2 more minutes in this half hour. I think this might get wicked. This is something I'm thinking. Come down here, wick, and actually the trade would be good, and then it can go back up. But I don't know. Made our bed. We'll lie in it. But this isn't slowing down. This looks like it's going to take this slow. Yeah, this is taking this slow. Let me try something. That's why we have demo. This is coming from here. That's why I had small. 15-minute. I'm looking at the 15-minute. This is where that high came from, was here. You can see it very slight. Yeah, slight. Could be playing this, so if I'm playing a 15-minute game, take that up more. Which means this would have been, yeah. Now here's that low we talked about. That closed below. So we're definitely coming in here. Yep, there's that. Now let's see if the 15-minute idea is accurate. So let's look. Low, 611.25. Close, 611. All right. So now we want to see this. So misread on this one. Let's really see what this about. Now, the hourly. So if it's a 15-minute, we have this 15 and another 15. We have an hourly close. We are bearish. So is this a counter trend? Yes, on the hourly. But this candle, I think it might want to save it. All right, I don't want this to come down. I want this to continue to pop. I want it to pop. I don't really want it to do it. I'm happy that I'm getting close. If I wanted to close, I'm not confident. It's giving me an entry right here. I can get out of it. Like I said, now that it wicked it, closed above it, we can get something down in here. If it closes in here, I'll move my stop up. But I don't want it to close below. Like I said, I want it to shoot right up. I want it to 15 to take over. And it come up here. So if we can get a sweep on this side and then come up to this side right here, that'd be good. Okay, so let's see. Remember, this is where we can get out if we're losing confidence. We want this to just go up. I don't want to wait. I want it to go, 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 go. I want a closure above. I want it to go. I like that we have this, but I want this up. Again, now would be a good time. You get out near break-even-ish break-even if the trade is that I do still think there's validity, at least up to some of these highs, this high, or even above this one. I'm willing to take the loss. I I just think overall, if it wicks it, I've just seen it so many times instead of just blowing through the water. So many stops got triggered here. I'd like it to come up here, ideally. So again, positive, negative, around break even. You're hitting it. We want it to go up. I don't want it dancing. You might see a little come into here because this was the down move that broke this, but you still have this structure right here, this SNDR that sent this down to this low. So you're looking for a sweep, a closure above this point right here, 66250. So we at least want to see that, a pop up to 66250, which would give us 10 points if we wanted to get out to save the trade and break even. We will see. Moving a little slow, but time right now on this 12:34. So we have 5-minute closing, and look at this right here. So again, I have it. Now, here's the thing. The 5-minute could have just been a bounce for here, continue lower, but I would like to see this can go up to here. Take out some of these highs if it is going to continue. Again, right now we're playing into the immediate bullish bearish bias, but if this is an hourly play, it can come sweep this, and come down in here, and that's where we'd get a bounce all the way up. So I'm going to give me 5 points in the money right now. What I won't do is give me something that could be too tight. Okay, so we're nearly 14 points in the money right now. Let me get out there. Reason why we have this up here. It's another significant thing. I want it to go, and this could still go. So we're hanging on. This is where it still goes. That trade right there, we were down, we were out, saw it coming down. So you could, so many different ways to manage it. May not agree with it, whatever. But 320, hey, that's now let's watch this out. Like I said, our hypothesis, I wanted it to go straight up. I didn't like that. I don't like that. This could come down. This was a high I saw, like I said, on this 5-minute. So I was looking at this 5-minute structure as, little SNDR. Don't care what people want to call it. So I was like, I wasn't confident. So I wanted just to blow right through it. It didn't do that. So I took it out. 28 points in the profit. So I listened to the track. Now, because this might be a 15-minute move, even hourly. So hourly, again, closes in 20 minutes. We did sweep a low. That was an important low. It was a structure low on the 5. This right here, if you're still holding on, you take profit. You might want to look at here. If it blows through that, then at the top of this candle right here. And you'd be safe to go here. Could blow through it, but this would be the area if you're not taking it here or here at this line to match with this line right here. But again, just be mindful. Don't take it. Now that did have a closure above, so 1 minute still good, but this is the high. Oh Lord. Come on, sweet tea, help me focus. That was a sweep. Now, if you get a big blow here, this could be an area. So again, where did this high come from? This low. Where did this low come from? This high. So you could see a run of these highs. Probably still keep going. 702. Man, it would have been a balling trade. Make this up. That's 40 little points. Again, full TP, I'd probably put right here. Little moth. How you like it now? I don't really know. Go all the way up. Now, I wasn't expecting. Now, this right here, we could have done 10 point, boom, boom, 0 drawdown. This really should have popped up. But it didn't. So, it's all right. Sweet, but on a higher time frame. Look, on the 5 minute, if this is a 5 minute, now we're expecting it again to go up to the top. 714. That's where you're looking to take full profits. It could go up a little higher to 745. It could keep riding, but right around here, that's what I would do. 745. That's what I'd look for. But it respected it on the 5. I count body closures as disrespect. So 5 minute, I didn't think it was going to get touched. I thought it was going to bounce in here, was why I played it like that near the 50. And thinking, oh, I'm going to play it up here, but didn't get that. That's all right. Learning. That's why we go size low. I don't max out contracts. I got no problem if I'm misreading something. Plain structure. So here, close below. It didn't go here. This candle was everything. Now, if you single candle entry, folks, whoa. Watch this. Oh. Yeah. 716. Nope. Oh. This is highs 703. This is closure 703. Ooh, that's a double top. Now look out for the 5. See? Now, yes, I would like that. Don't like the wick. I want just a little more pop because you have this area here. So I'm looking for a stab into that. Man, I took it off a little early, didn't I? Huh. It's all right. That's all right. Well, I could be done for the day. Look at this hourly. It's 15. Oh, they're going to have 15 there, baby. Now, be mindful. We are on a higher time frame bearish, so the hourly is mobbing right now. We got another 15 candle. So wicked here, you're looking for a dominant closure above this low, put in this high, put in this low. But this high came from this low. Could be argued this one, but this one was the one I was looking for. So there's your full TP right there. What's up? Now, no top. So do you build out a S&D? You have a closure above. Okay, so where do we see? You have this one, then you have all these. Could have this area in here. Now, show you something here. I didn't see this. I can't remember exactly where I added. Look at that. Right here. Boom. Boom. Now quick. I'm not quick with it, but boom. Took out both sides. That's that body candle, single candle entry thing. Whatever. But the momentum from this low, that's what I was saying. I was wondering here. I could see it here, which is why I was like, didn't want to do it because I didn't want to come back down. And now I turned a positive trade into a negative. No, don't want to do that. So we'll go to 5 minute here. I'm good with demands, bro. Now here's an S&D. You see it wicked it. You could get it flowing all the way back to the top. Now, 15 minutes is closing. This closure, oh my gosh. Yeah, frick. Ninja Trader, dude, is ridiculous. All right, high is 69925, closure 69550. 69925. Why am I having a hard time reading? High 69925. This did not. Closure is what? Let's do this. Now let's close below. So you see that close below. Now this right here would have been a good one. This could be the one candle we wait for. 30%. Boom. So that could be a single candle thing. And that could have taken it. So we were on the 5, thinking of the 5, but that's all right. But I think it's something worth noting, remembering you saw structure here. This was the 15 structure. Like, now, yeah, it could have been argued, but I was seeing this one. And this was a valid zone on a lower time frame. So I'm like, okay, sweeps it. As long as it doesn't just burn right through it, we're good. Close above here. Now this concerning here, because this low, what did it put in? Or high? Sorry, this high, it put in what? This low. Regardless of what people think, I don't care. High to low. This failed to do its job. So you could get another wick down here if you need to, which could coincide with the hourly. Here, if it closes below, and that could form a valid high, and then you could see it maybe if it wants to resume, could do that little number, a few different things. Or this could just be further retracement to this area on this time frame, maybe tap into this and then retest it. We could go back lower, or we could just continue to resume bullish trend. So we will see. Now 5 minute, this is 5 minute structure. So I went into something crazy, but this is where it can go. What is this? This is where things really made a decision to go up. Now it could be argued here, sure, that's fair. But on the 5, here's your. On the 5, though, this is where the decision was made. The last up down move to then break sucker. Now, so we have here, right? Doesn't break it on the 1. 15 doesn't break it on the 15. So, but it doesn't close above either. Whatever. Doesn't close on a 5. 5-minute candle. But here's your 15-minute. DRE, Dr. Dre, little. Now, here's an idea. Good. Just realized I have this one. So that was a nice little thing that we could see next time. You're in a zone. You can see a candle like this come up, boom, tap back in, and then go. Take your points. Here is. I didn't hit my little. But look at no top here. I'm tempted to get in to test. Like I said, I see this zone could potentially be. I don't like the hour that closes at 10 minutes. Hold up. Now, I'd like. Did we get a wick here? I see this. Again, this was a decision zone. So, so if I was trading my top step, done. 320. I think because 15 didn't close below, so we're clearly not in a higher time frame push. We did sweep. I'm expecting something up here. Hourly closures in 9 minutes. I want to see what happens. I don't know. Is it going to close below here? Again, this is that hourly perspective. Hell no. 719. So we want to break. Yeah, I got it. If we're going to continue, next candle go up, I would expect no. Where are we at? I would expect nothing, no closure here. We have 8 minutes on this day. Now, this, you could say, I don't like it. It's not giving me immediacy, urgency. That could have. This could be a quick, if you wanted to do a 10-point, it did, but it was down here. So if you take these, like I said, I think a little bit of move because we got a little bit of time more. So yeah, this 64, if you did want to do a 10-point, that's a great reaction zone. 64 to then 74. Like I said, that was 10 points. Winner, 10, 10. One thing we could do, instead of the 5, is switching, because the 5's got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. This could just be just here, right? Come in here, and then you could take the next 5 and the next 5 We'll close out the hourly. So then, because this is the line on the hourly. Now, what are you seeing? So you do have this right here, higher time frame. Come through here, wick. We have origin for this whole move right here, 327, which is right here. So we have a lot of space to the down, but trade what we see. So here's this what we're saying. If you can sweep, I'd like to get like a sweep or here. I see like a little jump, especially up to here. This is what I got to do in trading is wait here to say, okay, we're going to go back up. Like I said, I would really love here. Because to me, this came from here. And part of the rule, if there's no sweep, you are the sweep. So yes, I'm bullish. Especially after this, we broke. I know on the lower time we did, 15 did not, but we have the hourly here. Hourly for the last 4 hours has been bullish. Then we have this decisive hourly candle. So I think if we're going to continue up high, we need to fail around here. Now, see here, we're in. We are 3 minutes from the top of the hour. Ooh. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. This, like I said, could come all the way down. Now low 643. If this closes within, now with this, you could come right here. I'm seeing it. This could be where it's heading. Because again, that was the decisionary area. Sweep. We got a sweep here. We got a sweep there. Okay, so we're dropping. Are we going for this one too? We got a minute and a half. Don't want to see it come down. I want to see it respect this area, especially here, from here to down. I don't want to cross in here. 1 minute. We'll let the hourly play out. This is too heavy. I closed below where it wants, so hourly's got a thing. Hourly could, in the same way, be going for this right here, because it was boom, 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 boom. So it could be this thing's respecting. Could hit here. Could hit here. Like I said, hourly, we have this zone right down here. There's a lot of room to the downside, but here, imagine that. A sweep of this on the hourly. So this close here, back up to at least the open here at 826. But we need to see it. Okay, there's the hourly. Whoa. Whoa, look at that. I don't like there's nothing down here. So where the difference with here comes back, there's nothing for me there. This right here can come back. I don't like it. Nothing for me yet. Could just leave without me. Didn't sweep anything. Just really aggressive. No bottom candle. I want to just something. But that's nasty. 5 minute. If you're in it, you're up to 675-ish. That area. Now, this closure above in 5 seconds, we want something coming down here. If we can get a bottom wick with this, maybe then cool. Like I said, I just don't like that. But we could see this now. 15 minute. Where are we at? Because that's a range emphatically right now. 69925 closure. Yeah, I already said that closure 695. So below low 61225. Close 612. So this closed below this. This though is low was 604.75. Closure 6. Okay, so this we could see a jump up to the start, but then have the closure there. Now, because it didn't close here, what I've seen in the past is then it closes. It can work its way up. Now the hourly, like I said, if its intention is to resume hourly up here, then yes. Again, I don't like it because of that. Just my thing. What I want to focus in on, we are back testing, by the way. Not hiding that. Back testing. And it's a Sunday, so it should be pretty obvious. I want to keep through the nose. That's what I want. Yeah, that thing is out. What a bummer. That's right. It could just be on a track to go up here, but where do you place your stop? Where do I place it? Not willing to do it. All good. Now, with the aggressiveness of this, curious to see what's in here. We could have something here. Maybe come back down, build like an SNDR, get a negative candle, get a sweep of something like this, and then because this would be like the low in this area, then I could see it where we go to break this high and entertain something like this. We can go up to here if we're resuming bullish trend, which is up here. But like I said, we have this, we can kind of see. The aggressiveness makes me feel like we're coming up to here, the top of this candle, 756. There's that. It's that 5 I said. Let's see what happens here. This was the high that put in this low. We'll see. If there's this condensing sweep of something like right here. I'm thinking may not even get that because of the aggressiveness. See what time it is right now. Okay, so our second 5 minute just started. Our 15-minute here, like I said, we could be in a complete range where we just do this. Don't know. But there was that. It goes straight up. Not what I'm looking for. Now, so here we see something here. Could see this come back down, but like I said, I think we could come all the way back down here. But, oof, should have got in there. Stop, you could have put right here. Looking for these highs. And even potentially up higher. Because remember, we had this one up here. So 694 is where you're looking to TP. Could get stuck here or in here, but could also, this is an hourly move, could go all the way up. But it looks like we're not going to get that bottom. Sorry. Now, look. We have closure here. But it didn't go above that high, 682.50. Closure 682, so we're under. So something maybe in the seconds time frame could come back into here in this wick, pop up. Seeing the 5 minute fluctuate, so it could be a 5 minute fluctuation here, and the rest of the 15 really drive this up. Don't know. I'd like to get one more trade. We have 2 minutes left on this 5. So that's what I didn't like. Here's that low that I really like, and I like this a lot. If we get a wicket here, I might have to try. Now, if it closes there and maybe opens down like this, and then see that, because again, we're building an SNDR. If it closes bullish, yeah, like that, could just be right up there because it didn't close. Let's test it. Could have been too early. I did it. I should have waited for the 5. Dang it. I wanted to wait for the 5. It's too early. It's too early. This would be the area. But this is so violent here that this actually could be the low. But I've just seen it, especially when it's flirting like this. I should have waited for this 5 to close. And so it just now opened up. This is where I should have entered in. I'm looking for a wick. Could stop me out. Oof, not good. Let's see. What am I looking for? It's so aggressive. 5 minute. Should have done more damage. Could do a slow unwind, sure. But I'm thinking here, how much draw did that put me in? 646? 23, 24. If it hits my TP, then it'll be a nice even 1-to-1. Still hasn't closed below. I think I might have to do something similar. Let's see. Just that sweet. Still didn't close. I'm not convinced. I like that. I like that a lot. And that was, if I just wait, just wait. The one that I said, look, right there. I said there or there. And look at that pop. Would have been 0, draw down. My good. Look at me now. What? If I don't like it, get out. Break even. Look at that 5 though, bro. Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that. Should have got in, but I was looking at my phone. See what it does. We have a 15-minute. I like that it started down, and if it flips, if we can get some, but like I said, at 15 did not have it. So I could be misleading it right now. $15 closes. So it could be next 15, but I'm looking for this 5 to not close below here. Could be issues. Check this out real quick. We had that already. Now, can we get follow through? 15 minutes just started, so can we get follow through to the top? If we can get follow through, so it's a range trade. That's the idea. You don't like that on the 1. I want it to pop. If it doesn't pop here, okay, go down, create a bottom wick. There's the bottom wick, sort of. Could maybe go down a little deeper to this area. It's a strong, unless it's just like rumbling down, you know. Oh man. Getting that hourly. I could have just jumped into this. Oof. Could come down. What I think is happening, because this wasn't strong, we're coming back down to here. So, could regret this, but if I'm on the wrong side of the intermediate hourly, it's too lethargic. I just don't think. I'm not going to stop. Like I said, it's going to be dumb. Something I'm not seeing. This came here. This should be a low. I want to see it pop above. Like that there's no bottom wick or top wick. Whew. This will be last trade, that's for sure. We are in power hour, technically. I am not convinced. I think it's playing with its food. I am not convinced. Like I said, if anything, it'd be that bottom wick to form a bottom wick, and then I just don't see it. I could be totally wrong, misreading this. But it broke, swept, broke. I don't. I just don't see it. I think it's playing with its food. Could be wrong, and it might cost me. But look at that channel. It's too freaking perfect. This right here, because it's high. If I am wrong, then I don't want to be wrong. I think if we are going to stay in this consolidation, it may not even reach up to here. Not the smartest, but like I said, right up here. Though it felt like they're playing it, realizing on this backtesting session, it's right here. 30-minute, a lot of playing around in this. Like I said, so now I would see it come up into here, these wicks. This is your first issue. That's why I would have set it right there. But there you go. Not the cleanest, but seeing structure, working on it. And look at this. Boom, 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 boom. This looks like we can fly up here. If we do fail, we're failing right in here. 744. There we go. Bye, 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 bye.